Everybody, it's the Cartoonkid back again with another fantastic fanfic idea. And today I'm bringing you Gravity Falls, Music of the Vampire. Now you're probably wondering, why did I come up with this? Well, outside of maybe Kim Possible, I like to think that the Pines family, besides maybe some other friends of said family, are sort of a Scooby-Doo type gang. Sort of a Scooby-Doo type deal. You have a mascot, the leader slacker, the lead, all those classic characters. But, and to be fair, dealing with vampires would not be the weirdest thing in Gravity Falls would have to deal with. With, heck, Maple, Maple, technically, who said she once dated a vampire. Yeah, I never really told anyone. But I digress. Story. After solving countless mysteries in Gravity Falls, Dipper and Mabel convince Grunkle Stan to take a vacation to an event celebrating supernatural folklore in Petite Cuvée Sororis, a small Louisiana-inspired town in Royal Oregon. Stan only agrees because he hears there might be some valuable antiques he can acquire for the Mystery Shack. The town is hosting Vampire Fest, an annual celebration of vampire movies and mythology. Upon arrival, they meet Vincent Van Helsing, a former horror movie actor who's now running vampire tours. Mabel immediately falls for a young musician named Daniel, who was performing at the festival with his band, Those Meddling Kids. Wendy, who tagged along to avoid another boring weekend at the Mystery Shack, finds herself drawn to the vampire mythology, while Sue gets excited about playing the role of official vampire hunter. During Van Helsing's vampire tour, they hear the legend of Graveyard Gus, a vampire who supposedly haunts the nearby cemetery. According to lore, he was a vampire who was trapped in a tomb centuries ago. The gang watches Van Helsing performance of a elaborate ritual that's supposed to keep Graveyard Gus trapped in his tomb. However, things go wrong when an actual vampire emerges, but it's not Graveyard Gus. Instead, it's Lord Draculisti, who was accidentally summoned by the combination of Van Helsing's theatrical ritual and some genuine magical artifacts that Dipper had been studying from Journal 3. Mabel's new cross Daniel turns out to be a vampire as well, serving the vampire lord. The vampire lord announces his plan to turn the entire town into vampires during the festival's main celebration. Dipper consults Journal 3 frantically for vampire weaknesses, while Mabel struggles with her feelings for Daniel, who seems torn between helping the vampire lord and protecting Mabel. Working together, the team devises a plan. Uncle Stan uses his knowledge of fake supernatural attractions to help stay a counter ritual. Wendy demonstrates her unexpected vast knowledge of vampire lore. Turns out she went through a serious vampire phase. Zeus provides technical support with elaborate contraptions, and Dipper coordinates their efforts using information from the journal. The final confrontation takes place during a performance by those meddling kids, where Daniel ultimately chooses to help Mabel and her friends. They manage to defeat the vampire lord. So I couldn't say one. It's definitely not gonna be saying it through the whole video. Using a combination of Journal 3's ancient spells, Zeus's improvised vampire fighting gadgets, and the power of music, specifically a song that Daniel and Mabel perform together that creates the magical frequency he needed to banish vampires. The townspeople assume it was all part of the show, making Vampire Fest an even bigger success. Daniel, freed from his vampire curse by the Vampire Lord's defeat, stays human and promises to visit Gravity Falls sometime. Van Helsing gets his acting career revived after videos of his performance goes viral. The gang heads back to Gravity Falls with Stan having pocketed several souvenirs, Dipper adding detailed vampire notes to Journal 3, and Mabel making plans for a vampire-themed mystery sack event, which Stan immediately vetoes. Randy admits that the whole experience was way better than another weekend at work, and Zeus proudly displays his new official vampire hunter certificate, which he made himself. And yeah, essentially that's my best interpretation of a Gravity Falls as version of Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it's still better than nothing. But I digress. This is pretty much all I got for today, so please be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you're gonna like this idea. And if you do like it, want to use it, maybe improve on it a little bit, all I simply ask is credit for the idea. Okay, bye!